Love that music. Time to talk NFL playoffs. The race is heating up. 4 weeks to go in the regular season, and a big matchup is Sunday's game between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Kickoff set for 4:25 p.m. Eastern Time, and you can watch it right here on CBS. Both teams vying for playoff positions. And joining us now for more on all of it, CBS Sports Jim Nantz, lead play-by-play announcer for the NFL on CBS. Jim, good morning. Simple question
to kick us friends.
Off. What are you looking for? Good morning.
Good morning.
Well, good morning. Hey, Gayle, Vlad. It's just hearing the music gets me fired up on an early Friday morning.
Yes.
I'm on my way to Tampa right after this hit. But look, we all know Tom Brady's 45. This has not been the season of his dreams, but they still lead their division. And while you have a chance to watch the greatest of all time, you want to watch. And they're coming off a pretty humiliating loss at San Francisco last week, and they're going against a team that won the AFC and went to the Super Bowl last year. So we've got a really good matchup coming up on Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, matchup, Jim. We're talking Joe Burrow and Tom Brady going head-to-head. Of course, Tom Brady, as you just said, one of the greatest of all time, but not too shabby himself is quarterback Joe Burrow. What are you expecting?
Well, I think that Joe, first off, he's in that very upper echelon elite quarterback status. People call him because he's named Joe Cool. They compare him to Joe Montana, but I think if you had to really compare him to a legendary quarterback, I think his style of play would be more similar to Tom Brady. There's a go-between. Kevin Falk, who used to be with the Patriots, it was a coach down at LSU when Joe was there, said the similarities are almost eerie. And listen, Joe is just a young kid in his mid-20s. He's already gone to a Super Bowl. And sometimes maybe he gets even a little bit lost with the Patrick Mahomes and Josh Allen's and now what Jalen Hurts is doing. But Joe is in the discussion for MVP this year, and this team in Cincinnati is on a roll. They won 5 in a row.
It is a guessing game of the season, as you know, Jim, with all the stuff that Tom Brady's had on and off the field. How much longer is he going to play? When is he going to retire? Do you think he's sick of this conversation and this question? And that said, what's your take?
I think inquiring minds want to know. I think Tom is probably down to his last year. I'm not going to ever rule him out. It's like when Tiger was not playing and people said he'll never win again. Of course, he came back and won. So the truly great ones, and he's one of the all-time greats. You don't ever say they're not going to be capable of doing something. But this has not been the kind of season that he hoped for. And it's not because his level of play is off. In fact, his numbers statistically are great. There are other issues around this team, physical issues with this team. But can he continue to take being under the media spotlight? Listen, when you've won as many Super Bowls as Tom has, this is his life. He lives it. Everything he does is highly watched and scrutinized. So he's pretty immune to it, I think. But he's human. You know, he's a dad who is a great dad, and he's a faithful son to his mom and dad, and does everything, I believe, tries to do everything the right way. And I know he would like to, whenever that day comes, if this is it, I think he'd like to end this career in style. That would be in the postseason and making a run in the postseason. And listen, the Bucs are 6-7, but they lead their division. They're probably going to be in the postseason. And you don't want to face him when it comes playoff time. That's for sure.
No, you don't. He's got a pretty good record. I appreciated Joe Burrow's comments about the matchup with Tom Brady. Asked about it. He said, well, he's Tom, and I'm Joe, which is accurate. We'll see how it all plays on Sunday. Jim Nantz, thank you very much. Good. Coverage of the NFL starts at noon Eastern right here on CBS. You can catch the Bengals-Bucs game along with the full slate of games starting at 1 p.m. Up next, Mr. Dutier will be giving us all the things we want to talk about today. Talk at the table coming up. Wait, no, what to watch?
What to watch, bro? Get the branding right.
I was looking over at you, and I'm all thrown off.
Tony, do you want this job?
Football on Sunday.
That's a Klaus line.
That's a Klaus line.
What to watch coming up.